Alright guys, we're back. Okay, so here's the simple hack, okay, where you can actually declare the error, the array after the cout and cin. Okay, so if I run this program now, can you see that? There's no problem at all. Okay, which means what I can do here is I can cout enter value, right? And I can cin into ARR, then I. And at the end of this program, I will have the same loop. And just for fun, I'm going to print everything in reverse. So instead of size, it is size -1, right? Remember, because array starts with 0, yeah. And I bigger equals to 0, I minus minus, okay. And here I'm going to cout. Sorry, I'm going to cout ARR I with a space in between, and that's it. Okay, so let's try this program. Okay, this is the important part that I would like you to see. Okay, so run the program. Oops, sorry, we have an expected error. So is there anything that we missed out? Oh, sorry, here. Okay, so run the program. All right, array size. So let's say I have 5 numbers. So I'll key in enter value 5, 9, 7, 1, 3, and I print it in reverse. So 31795. Okay, see. So here's the thing. Previously in all the compilers, especially standalone compilers, right? You cannot do this. Okay, because it is forbidden, okay, in some way. But because in modern online compilers, okay, we have something that we call variable length array. Okay, this is something that you should look up. Okay, so variable length array. Okay, where in computer programming, a variable length array, also called variable size runtime size, is an array data structure whose length is determined at runtime instead of compiler time. Okay, so we have VLE, okay, being used in these compilers, right? And that is the reason why you can do this. Okay, but in a conventional compiler, okay, and according to the original C rules, okay, you cannot do this. You have to decide the size of the array before you run the program, which is supposed to be somewhere here. Okay, so this is something that is not included in the conventional nodes, especially in C++. But in any occasion, if I'm going to ask you a question in any assessment, right, I'm going to like mention specifically that I want you to do it with dynamic memory allocation, which is a pointer and using new keyword rather than using variable length array. So please be careful of the two terms, okay? Dynamic memory allocation, or VLE, variable length array. If I would like you to do dynamic memory allocation, then you would have to apply the usage of pointer to create new integer arrays, or else if not mentioned in any VLE, right? So you do not use VLE, you have to use dynamic memory allocation. Okay, another thing that you can see here is after the program, okay, you can always delete the pointer. Okay, in this case, if I'm using dynamic memory allocation, okay, so let's say I have integer p as before, right? And here, right, instead of ARR, what I'm going to do is p equals to new, okay, integer of what size, and I'll change this to p and I'll change this to P. Okay, right? And if once I finish using it, I can always delete the P in between any programs and continue doing something else. So if you run this program now, okay, so array size 5, same. I'm going to like key in some numbers, okay, and print it in reverse, and then I'll delete the P in the end, okay, which is not compulsory, but in any cases, if you want to free the P, delete the P, and then you want to do some other programs down here, then that will be feasible in that way. Okay, so guys, that is dynamic memory allocation, right? It is as simple as that. And you can see how it is being implemented in the previous example that I've given you in class and objects inheritance, which is the previous video. Okay, and this is the explanation of why we use it and why it has to be a pointer. Okay, in that sense. All right, so we'll see you in the next video, okay, where I'll talk about how to draw class diagrams. Okay, see you then, guys. Bye.